Hello everyone, it's Gwathorn from Gwathorn's Games, and it is time for the free-to-play champion to go into get the legendary item. Okay, so let's head in. So I thought I'd actually run this and record it because it's quite a good moment for the free-to-play character to actually get into Moria. So I'm running it at level 45, which is fairly typical for champions at this point, and of course I'm running it yellow line, two-handed weapon, and it's not going to take long for me to pick up the 4 of these. It's 2. So even red, this is going to be pretty quick. It's the earliest level that you can actually get these quests. So okay, and I'll see if I can get the Hobbit present. Okay, I'll get that. And let's head back and hand this in. And multiple layers, and I'll lock this in so that it's actually in there.
Thank you for this, my friend. The dwarves will prevail.
Let's go to Bosie. So, yeah, this is great. The free-to-play champion has reached. I was running around in Eregion, but yeah, the free-to-play champion has reached Moria, or at least the legendary items. And we'll be going into Moria fairly shortly after that. It's all free to play at this point. If they've increased made more areas accessible for free to play carrier, free to play characters.
Thank you for this report, and welcome.
Okay, let's hand some lunches in. I will not do the side quests that are here, because that would just take too long, but I'll be going through it. So the character itself is currently, I actually crafted my level 45 gear, actually crafted it for myself. It's one of the nice advantages of actually having the tracking of mines. I was able to get enough of the ingredients. It's not guild gear, it's only uncommon, but that's good to be able to do that, and it does make a difference to be able to have the level 45 gear. Because I could actually choose the more aggressive versions of the gear, which just suit the champion down to the ground. The other gear is just skirmish camp gear, pretty much. A few exceptions I picked up from questing and the like. And I think I picked that up from running a epic battle. So we'll go and finish the last 3 deliveries. So just again, that's just. Oops.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
I think that may have come actually from running the halls of night.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Okay. Now let's go and talk to Wa.
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
Now, sometimes you have to pick things up, sometimes you don't, so I get a bit lost sometimes when it comes to that. Yeah, so that's all just come from Skirmish Camp. But even a free-to-play character, even a free-to-play champion with just basic gear, basic crafted gear, even Skirmish Camp gear, but basic crafted gear, is able to run this, should be able to run this as a 5 levels below, 5 levels under-leveled. The epic is level 46 once you get into Moria, but there are some quests that you can get done, and I still have plenty of instances and things like that to run, but I just want that legendary item before I get anywhere. Okay, so I'll show you what I've got for the actual characters trait tree. We'll go through it. So running yellow line, I am playing around with the idea of running a bit of red line champion at the moment, which seems to be doing quite well, but not for this character. I do like coming down here and getting the Blade of Courage, which has a 1 in 5 chance of restoring 5% of your morale, which that's pretty good, and extra damage chances and more damage. The more damaged you are. So 15% chance to generate 1 for every target hit. So I like running through those things. Okay, let's get the branches. So yes, we have to repair the pickaxes, so it takes branches and stones. And there are some around, but generally speaking, I'm going to have to take out I'll get back to the trait tree when I've got enough of these. Yep, let's take out the Kraban. Really fast on takedowns of red creatures with this, with the yellow line. You've got to be happy with it. He says, having said that, he's also looking at red line. Red line's pretty cool, but the damage reduction, the ability to run through instances with the yellow line is it's difficult to overlook. And the blue line, well, you can't really go without the blue line if you go too far into an instance. Okay, that's the 6 of those. Let's go back. So you can see that I'm still running the aggressive versions of everything. Might when preferenced, and I have one of these is actually running agility, but I actually should be doing the confidence first. Okay, so help that, but I now have to help Bori with his task. So it's been, and I've been keeping the deeds up so that I'm near full all the time. Occasionally I've made mistakes. You start off with 2 if I remember rightly. So let's go and get some more stones. So it's been working well. I decided I'd actually go questing through Angmar and Eregion, mainly because the quests were it was reasonably difficult to take advantage of the swift travel. So I did the western side of Angmar, and after actually riding to Gwynrus, it was pretty easy. So I've got 1 more to get. And I also did a fair amount of the troll shores as well. So those are all areas that are reasonably close together, and you don't really get a lot of advantage out of swift travel in those three regions.
These stones are just what I need, and I thank you for them.
Okay, let's go back to Bosie. The best advantage to getting the legendary item as soon as possible is that you get to use it for the next 5 levels. Okay, so that's not as good. That is pretty good. In fact, that is excellent, and I am going to use that Bosie's necklace from now on.
And will grow into a fine dwarf.
Take that. Oh, look, I've got a summoning rally horn, which is going to be actually useless. Okay, let's go talk to Broga. So yeah, just keeping all of those, all the deeds has been good. Now I've also kept the DeedTracker active right from the start, so it tells me what deeds I've got, to what's available to me, and how many LOTRO points and virtue trait points it's going to actually give me. So I can still go back and do some Explorer of Bree, for example. Okay, where's Broga? There's Broga.
What do you want? Very busy with my work.
Wolves and Browan. Yep, I don't want the other one. No, I don't want the 4 dwarves. I don't want to go in there. So yeah, this is going to be what feeds keeping all those virtue traits full. It makes a big difference, considering I can't really go for the guild gear, the guild metalsmith gear, mainly because I'm still on 980 LOTRO points, and I'm aiming for 3,000, I think, by the time the Corsairs of Umbar expansion comes out. So that's the intention, to get to 3,000 in 6 months.
The glorious tale of growing the mighty. That's what they will call it.
Okay, shadow wargs are reasonably easy. I'll actually use the way that I normally do, and I'll actually take one of these shadow wargs out while I'm here. It's there. That's going to be relatively straightforward. So this has Bree, it has all the other locations. It also aggregates all the instances together. So if I want the instances, I can go into whichever one I want and choose. Okay, this looks like I'll just take this one out while I'm here. Relatively straightforward. This champion is just great with all of those virtue traits, all that extra points. Just great at this point. I think I might be being chased by something, but that's okay. I'll get that 3rd of those wargs in a second. I'm not going to go down and do the quests down there either, in that cave. Okay, I've got one more shadow warg to pick up. That one will do. So in the Shadows of Angmar, you can see that I've done a few things like Fornost. That just tells me everything that I've done. I've done the Discovery of Halls of Night, and I've done Face Your Fears. So if you're ever looking for LOTRO points, which this character will, you can work out what you need to do, just purely and simply on the DeedTracker. It's just a wonderful plugin. Let's go up this way and hand that in. Just a wonderful. So there's a lot that I haven't done. I've done a fair amount of the Road to Erebor, Seed of the Great Goblin, Webs of the Scuttledells. It's got the list of everything that I've done and what needs to be done. Okay,
Me to do great deeds.
let's go and talk to Bosie again. So if I look at Eriador, it doesn't just give me everything in Bree. It shows that I've done all of the Lone Lands, Slay Deeds. It just gives you it all in one spot. Okay, that is going to be better than what I've got.
It is time, friend. Cast that doom away.
Okay, let's go and have a bit of fun and
I have need
travel
of
now.
great skill.
Long have Durin's folk desired to look upon the halls of Moria once again, to reclaim their birthright from the goblins and orcs.
A couple of wargs to take care of.
Time now come. Not even I can foresee their fate.
So yeah, you can see what you've done, what you haven't done. You see how many points are left. You can see that I haven't done the Tales of Lone Land, so I haven't got those. It's really quite useful. All the North Downs are done. All the deeds in the Troll Shores are done. Okay, these are all talking. And I'll be using that all the way through for this free-to-play character to find out what instances I need to run, what I haven't run, what's still available, where all the points are. Okay, let's defend Bosie. Do something other than the straightforward set. And here comes the boss. Done. And I've collected the pickaxes, so it's time to actually time to ride and face the Watcher in the Water. One of the nice things about the by doing the crafting, by choosing the metalsmith and actually deciding to quest through the Troll Shores and the others. So I collected the copper. My prospector is up to master level, so ancient iron. So I need to do a little bit more of the Eregion to actually get able to farm inside Moria, but it does mean that I've picked up everything that I need to do all the way down to, oops, okay, well, let's hand this in, put them in the pickaxe crate, and this is the leggings that I've actually got. So instead of the mitigations, I've actually gone to, I think, the warrior's armor. Yeah. Okay, so let's tell the dwarves not to throw things into the water. Yeah, that's one. Now the other nice thing about this is that I've also picked up Sebi, okay, and the last one is Bori. Bori, what are you doing? Go back and talk to Broga. So I also have been picking up along the way, rather than using the normal tools, the 3 sets of tools. I've actually been using the armourer as a to get the collecting, the crafting. So armourer there. There's the expert armourer, and that's given me some nice advantages. More space without actually spending anything on. I haven't spent a mithril. The only LOTRO points I've spent so far were given to me so that I could get the mount, and I've been using that mount ever since. Well, I actually upgraded and went to Hengstad's farm and bought a blonde sorrel horse, which upped my speed to 62%. So the free-to-play character is running at 62%. Can't do the okay, this is going to be not much I can do about this. I could have some food if I wanted to have some food while I was here. Shift minus. Let's have something to eat. I'll even turn that off. It turns it back on again. You've got to turn it off again. And we get the watcher of the water coming through. Turn that back on because I'm going to want to run fairly shortly. That'll last for 4 minutes and 26 seconds. It gives me a little bit of in-combat morale. Don't really need it. Rowan's been taken. Oh no, he'll be all the way through the entire thing. Let's run. Control minus. And let's keep going. Going to get attacked a few times. Can't really bubble anything, but when I get low enough I can actually use the fight on ability, but you don't actually need to, as long as you keep running. I'll use it now. As long as you keep running, you'll get all the way back. Doesn't seem to be any characters that will take enough damage to not let you get back if you just keep running. If you decide to fight, well, that's a different matter. Okay, it should stop the combat fairly shortly. There we go. And let's just finish this. Turn round and talk to the rest of them. Here they come. And finish now. And travel now. Okay, hand that in.
How can we hope to stand?
And I'll probably grab the heavy armor. That's slightly better, which is good. That would be very nice as well. No, I'll go for the armor. Okay, it's better than what I've got.
Perhaps there is still hope.
And let's go and talk to Hundi. Now, one of the nice things about this game, okay, so what I get is blade, two-handed sword damage at plus 5%, so I want a great sword of legends, a two-handed sword. That's exactly what I want. Finish now.
Lend me an
There it is. And I have to go to the Forges of Rivendell. Now, one of the nice things about this is because I have returned debris. And I have the milestone set to Ekad Dunan. That's so I can come back. But let's go for a ride up to Gandalf. The fastest way to Rivendell is via Gandalf in Bree, as long as you don't complete the In Their Absence quest. You can just ride up to Gandalf and swift travel straight there. And it saves you having to have 2 milestones. You need to have kindred status and barter for it for the return debris, but let's go. Right down the end. And there's Gandalf. When you accept this, you will be transported. And I have been, which is great. Okay, let's mount up. And we will ride this way. So I'm now in Rivendell. And I'm going to go to the... Now, I did accept that quest, which did do the transfer. But what I am going to do is I am going to cancel that quest, because I don't need it now, and I can pick it back up again from Gandalf if ever I need a swift travel to Rivendell, which is probably going to happen. I already have the stables because I've already done that trick before. And let's go straight to talk to the Forge Master and finish this quest. The fast way to Rivendell for a free-to-play character. And you're going to need it if you have to come back and get legendary items.
The shadow upon my heart.
Okay, I want the lion, I think. Yeah, I think, well, maybe the bear. No, I think I want the lion.
Will you lend me your ear?
Bring the weapon to Snar the Forge Master to be reforged. There we go. And let's reforge that. Okay, that's done. And now we can talk to Dethalion and go back to Rathwold. Okay, well, Rathwold is Ekad Dunan, so I now will milestone. Now, I don't usually do this for the free-to-play character is, so that's now 36, which is a good advantage over the previous item. And we will go and talk to Rathwold.
We will reclaim the lost
Finish now. And travel to face the Watcher. So let's get this done.
I hope you know what you're doing, friend.
Now I haven't put the tracery in yet, but I should. So I will put in the Heraldry of Lion in. And the other one is wild attack damage. Now I'd use wild attack, so wild attack damage is a good one to have. Okay, they have both been applied. I don't think I can just right click on that one, so I won't bother. Okay, let's go and talk to Bosi Scout and get this finished.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
I've got auto target, not auto target, but follow, auto movement assist in combat. So all I really have to do is double click on a skill and it will target the nearest creature, and then I can get away with it. It's actually quite fast to do it that way. No, there's going to be more. Let's talk to Broger again. Let's have a second go. Okay, that was it. Let's talk to both of these. Travel now. And let's hand this in. Actually, yes, I will hand that in now.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
Healing, or yeah, what do I want? I want the survivor of the Watcher, I think. Yeah, definitely much better.
Perhaps there
Okay,
is still hope.
I've now got the title Seeker of Dark Places, which is the important one, and let us travel to get that second one.
And so it was that the Iron Garrison passed the doors of Durin and entered the dark of Moria. But they were not the first to brave the mines, nor will they be the last.
Oh, it's about wrong. So, free-to-play champion has reached Moria. Let's actually go in. Talk to Tulk. Choose the champion's rune, which is the other one that is useful. Deed bestowed, yep, okay, and I'll actually go and get the stable master.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
And just because I think I will set the milestone. Although I want to do more in Ekad Dunan between now and then, I will decide what I need to do, because these quests are both level 46. I may need to go back to Ekad Dunan, but at the very least I will continue on to Dolphin View and pick up and get this identified. I've also got another tracery which I can now open, and it's Great Cleave Duration. Well, that's going to be useless, but it does give me some finesse, I suppose. Okay. Whoops. It's not what I meant to do. Can't do that while I'm moving. But there we are. I am now in Moria. Thank you all for watching, and I will head off to Dolphin View, and then I will continue probably outside of Regian until I get to level 46. Okay, all. Catch you next time. Bye, all.